UK Super League football on show here.
So the new number 7, Harry Smith, to get the test underway. It's do or die for England, and the Kangaroos eyeing off a retention of the Ashes in 2025. Tino with the first carry back, and there's real intent there from the English defence, with Knowles in particular in number 13 racing out with the shot. And now Lindsay Collins feels the full brunt of the big men up front for England, although they've held on too long, and a penalty in the second tackle of the match.
Yeah, well, game one, we had an English referee, and there was a lot of latitude given in the play of the ball. It certainly wasn't refereed as we would have here in the NRL, but already only 2 tackles old, and Atkins has given a penalty to Australia. He's not going to allow England to lay all over them in the play of the ball, obviously.
Well, that's something the English players, they're going to have to adapt to very quickly. They won't want to give too many penalties away, particularly early in the first half to the Kangaroos.
So now Carrigan, who got through 56 minutes in the opening test last week, who is wearing jumper number 8, wears the more customary number 13 in the second test. Now Tino once again carries it over the halfway, tackled by Kai Pearce-Paul, one of the NRL brigade lining up for the host nation. Here's Crichton off the back of a try-scoring double, and already an incisive run from the left-back rower. Harry Grant picks it up, ball on the bump. Munster trying to hold off Herbie Farnworth.
Get out of it!
And tackled on the 20, and another penalty, and a melee breaking out.
Yeah, look, there's a little bit of push and shove on the ground after Harry Grant. He took that little dart out of dummy half. There's a bit of feeling in this second one. There had to be, particularly from the English side, after that first result down in Wembley. But it was Harry Grant. He took a little dart out, and the defender went on with it. I think it might have been his opposite number, Jez Litton. There's some push and shove. It's a bit more like test match football, isn't it?
Oh, this is old school. Well, maybe not old school. Back in the 70s, it might have been a little rougher than what we've just seen, but clearly we can tell from the opening minute and a half that there is some aggression and intent about England's work. They do not want to be stood over by the Kangaroos.
I've got a penalty to Australia. Okay, just continue to stay on. So I'm going to go a penalty to Australia. Yep.
I'm not sure the initial part was that bad.
Now, after that,
Harry Grant was tackled, and I thought that was fair enough, but he reacted to it. Tino rushed in to help him, and that's what started. It was Harry that really reacted to the tackle from his opposite number, and Australia's going to get the penalty.
Those cheeky number 9s, eh?
I've got it from here. No, it's okay. Right, penalties against Chaz. Why? Because he just keeps carrying on, right? So the original penalty's against him. However, Dave, you stay here. Go back. You have the penalty. Tino comes and continues for a long period of time after being told multiple times to get out of it. John Young does equally as much.
Well, the 50-odd thousand England fans not all that happy with the decision, but the penalty favours the Australians.
No.
He's going to give Tino 10 in the bin here.
I think he's going to give them both 10 in the bin.
Continued also.
Oh,
So you can go to
yellow
the bin.
card.
You can go
Listen to the cheer.
So a front rower and a winger have been sent for 10.
It's a test match. No one got hurt. Dear, oh dear. Not a punch was thrown in anger.
How they sorted that back out in the 70s, do you think?
Well, someone would have gone home in a body bag, but I think the referee's overreacted here. We're only a minute into the game, golly.
That's unacceptable in the current game.
So after all of that,
Boo, yeah, boo.
a chorus chorus of boos and a Cleary attempt at penalty goal to open the scoring. That's a bit of a novelty for Grant Atkins. He's got the yellow and the red cards in the pocket. It's like show and tell.
Anyway, Australia's got the penalty and have elected to kick for goal. Nice easy one for Nathan Cleary to start the day.
So there's some intensity about this early. Australia lead the test 2 points to nil, courtesy of Nathan Cleary's right boot. Dom Young with a great try-scoring strike rate in England colours. 9 test match tries, playing his 8th test this evening. And Kevin Walters always looks a little anxious up in the coach's box. There might be some whack in this tackle. Here comes Collins, and Knowles is out there to meet him. They are fired up, the host nation. And very quickly off the defensive line once again there, but they couldn't wrap up the ball, and here's the first touch for Reece Walsh with that brilliant elusive footwork. Hudson Young playing once more at right back row. Topped the tackle count last week with 35 for Australia. Here's Carrigan. Gee, they are rushing up.
They're absolutely sprinting off the line. Whether they can keep that up for 80 minutes is another thing, but they're full of energy at the moment, the English side.
Mike's in, Mike is square. Hold, hold, go, nothing late, nothing late.
And Munster down the left-hand side. A kick that bounces end over end, and the first touch in England colours for AJ Brimson. All the fans thought they detected a little high shot there by Gemmet Shibasaki. The referee lets things continue. Now Herbie Farnworth had 9 tackle busts last week in the opening test. Penalty to England. Oh, they're off again. There's a ball throw and everything.
Yeah, Herbie's thrown one at Harry Grant. He's amongst it again. Harry Grant, the skipper. Not too sure what this penalty's for. High contact.
I think it was going on with it on the ground. But there was a fair bit of niggle in game 1 between these two as well. Munster and Farnworth, Harry Grant and Farnworth were into each other the whole game.
You already got the penalty. Doesn't matter. Go. Where you are, mate? Let's go. Chance, mate, mine.
It's a good touch finder as well. They've made 30-40 metres with that. Harry Smith, left foot kicker, puts England in good attacking position. Gee, it'd be massive if they could score early here.
Well, they've got the crowd into it.
Hold, wait.
Crowd's found its voice early.
Hold, go one.
So Lytton, who came from the bench last week, takes over in the starting number 9. And now McMeekin.
Harry, release him.
Played 264 Super League games, vastly experienced up front. Williams, short pass. Tackle around the legs by Cleary. Oh, and that's Callum Watkins playing his 30th test this evening, or this morning, whichever part of the country you might be joining us from. Lytton playing left. Good pass, Wardle, Johnston for the corner. Walsh got over there. Then Marky Mark, Nwanganitawasi tried one of his little tricks, which comes unstuck. It comes back now to Smith, who goes scampering towards the 10 and gets tackled strongly by Nwanganitawasi. Well, promising start here by England. Here's Lees inside the 10. Lytton out for Brimson. Tackled well by Collins. They were teammates in Queensland colours not all that long ago. 8 metres away. McMeekin. Another high tackle.
I wonder if they'll take the 2 here, England. Just to level the scoreboard up. I'd be tapping the ball.
Not in this room.
They've looked pretty sharp in the last couple of moments with the football.
Well, they're up against 12 men. That might be their best chance of scoring, even though they've got 12 themselves. But they never looked like troubling the scorer in the first test. going to elect to level the scoreboard up.
Well, this is more lively than this time last week.
That's good.
England are right up for it.
Yeah.
Well, they had to be, didn't they? They never really looked like they were in the game in the first match down in Wembley. And I just remember looking at their coach's face, Sean Wayne, at the end of that match. He was bitterly disappointed
Who's that?
with their performance.
Yeah, fair enough.
They've started with a lot more energy, a lot more commitment, particularly towards their defence. We've spoken about their line speed, their willingness to get in front of the Kangaroos ball carriers.
Two points all. Penalty goal to Harry Smith, the Wigan halfback. 2-2. England versus Australia in the second Ashes test. Here comes Lees. As you mentioned Sean Wayne there, Cam. Bold selections this week. He promised changes pretty much straight after the game last week. He's changed the 1, he's changed the 7, he's changed the 9.
I'll go to you, right, Pat. Go to.
Yeah, well, Jez Litton, he came off the bench last week. I thought he made a huge difference when he came on the field. And looked a far greater or more dangerous football side. Here he is, having his first run of the game. That's a big tackle.
Well, I think if the coach makes so many changes after one game, he's virtually admitting he got it wrong for the first game. You'll want a reaction, that's for sure.
So Smith belts a kick downfield, taken by Nwanga Nitawasi. Became a dual rugby international with his Kangaroos debut last week. And now Josh Addo-Carr. 13 test match tries for the Fox. Tackled on his 20-metre line. England just want to be clean here on this defensive set. They've conceded a couple of penalties for just hanging on a fraction long in the ruck area. Munster with a dummy and run. Tackled by Knowles, then Lee's coming in from the back and securing him around the legs. Here's Walsh now. Fires a pass. Shibasaki in some space. Oh, the pass was ruled forward.
Yeah, again, the speed of Reece Walsh just worrying the edge defence. He cut them to pieces last week. Just look at this. Yeah, well, it's a metre forward, isn't it?
Yeah, he does a lot of this, Reece Walsh. I think he throws more forward passes than anyone I've ever seen. Throws a lot of good ones, but he throws a lot of forward ones too. I just feel like at the moment, Cameron, England want this to be more physical than Australia. It's kind of like they want to get involved in the collisions, and Australia are trying to find a way around it.
So George Williams sucking in the big ones with the trainer in back play. Meanwhile, England win that scrum. And here's Callum Watkins, an interesting selection in the back row, 34 years of age. Probably more commonly known as a centre, but he's made the shift into the forwards in recent years. He played for the Gold Coast back in 2019. Here's Litton now, outside Australia's 10-metre line. They cut Smith off, so he has to come back. It goes to Farnworth. Tries some footwork on Shibasaki. Addo-Carr along with Crichton and Munster. They bring him to ground strongly.
Stand up. You're on top.
Returning from the sin bin for Australia, number 10, Tino Fa'asuamana.
So we're back to 13 on 13. Here's Williams. He kicks in behind. He tries to get it over the head of Nwanga Nitawasi. The ball's batted back. It was off Marky Mark's hand, so there's more possession coming for the hosts.
Well, it just looks like the English side, everything they're doing at the moment, just slightly more urgency than the Kangaroos. As Gus said, they look like they're up for the contest. They want more contact than the Kangaroos. They're doing everything just a little bit faster. There's a couple of times on that left edge they've really looked dangerous.
Kai Pearce-Paul, West Tigers bound for season 2026.
He's 10, hold, wait.
Held by Crichton. Now McMeekin, big strong front rower. Tackle pretty much in line with the black dot here. 6 more tackles for England. Smith now, not a great ball. Brimson had to prop and lost a little momentum in taking that catch. Farnworth back for Litton. No one knew what was happening on that occasion. The front row, McMeekin tackle once again. Australia so hard to break down on their goal line. Here's Williams wrapping around. Away to Herbie Farnworth. Backhand pass. Dom Young taken out. Great defence. Reece Walsh scampering over there. Josh Addo-Carr was there. They were all waiting for him.
Yeah, some nice scramble there by the Australians. That's the best part of attacking football that we've seen from the England side, probably in 2 games. Farnsworth with a little flick. Big Dom Young fancied his chances of getting in there. But Reece Walsh came across from the inside. Shibazaki got a piece of him as well. Normally the big fella would muscle his way in there, but they come at him real strong. Crowd wanting a penalty. I think it's all fair enough. They're loving the crowd. I love the crowd.
Well, he's taking a look at it, Grant Atkins. Now, because it's gone up to the video referee, there could be a chance of a penalty going to England here. You see the high contact. Reece Walsh, he comes flying across. Just the arm slips up around Dom Young's head here.
First contact appears on the shoulder. Let's just check that.
There's not much in it, but we've seen penalties given for those before.
Let's go back again.
There's going to be opportunities on the edges for England. Both wingers for Australia and both centres they're always aggressive.
It then goes into the head. There is also another defender there, and the player then goes into touch. So this will be a penalty only in this situation. Yeah. Made my decision.
So it's going to be penalty high contact. There's going to be opportunities for England on both edges. Both Shibazaki and Katoni Staggs, they like coming up and in to attack the ball runners. Addo-Carr, the same. Nwangani Tawase, they're up and in all the time. There's going to be space on both sidelines.
So I don't think a referee can actually hear the video ref. Heard him say it's too loud out here. We're going to have to turn up the volume. Eventually they got the message across. Penalty England.
Well, England would love a try here. They've spent a bit of time down this end of the field. They've got to get across the line. That will absolutely bring the crowd into play.
Well, conversely, if they walk away from this sustained run of possession without a try, it could be somewhat dispiriting given what happened last week. Kai Pearce-Paul within touching distance of the Australian line. Played by Lees. Carrigan the defender. Litton passes. Smith and Williams combining. Brimson with all his pace. Great defence again by the Australians. Cleary, good front on tackle. Oh, Knowles has dropped it out of nothing. Yeah. Well, that is a prick of the balloon moment.
Yeah, well, a couple of times that they've gone to their left-hand side there, they're all going sideways. Everyone's running towards the sideline. And that just makes it easy for Australian defences. They can eat that stuff up all day. Never really stressed at all.
15 seconds.
And then they just turn the ball over virtually from the pressure of not scoring tries, not scoring or troubling the scoreboard there with all that possession.
Clock off. Stay. Hold.
Very disjointed start to this game, to say the least.
Kai move. He's 10. Back here. Wait. Go 1.
Tino will be fresh.
Mike move. Just square. Hold. Go 2.
Playing his 9th test for Australia. Tino Fa'asuamaleaui, what a tackle by Lees on Crichton. A thumping shot. Make no mistake, there is immense feeling in this test match.
Stand up now. Hold.
England are hitting and hitting hard.
Go 4.
Carrigan now works it up to the halfway.
Square left side.
Ball's come free and it's been lost by Carrigan. who's gesturing towards the referee. I'm wondering if Australia might consider a challenge.
It's a bit early. There'll be bigger moments. Might have got a little nudge, but you've got to hold on to it.
Over there, we've got 10 seconds to go.
Australia looking very clunky at the moment. As I say, I don't think they're getting
down.
involved in the collision as much as what England is.
Clock off. Break. Harry, move! He's 10. Hold. Wait. Stand up.
So that's Wardle, who was probably one of the better England players last week.
Lindsay off! Hold. Wait.
And
Yeah,
the
looked
veteran
dangerous.
Watkins.
Cameron out! Back
Lees
here,
off a
hold.
short pass from Knowles. Tackled by Munster. More attacking possession here for England.
Harry off! Back here, hold. Wait.
Knowles will head to the Dolphins for a couple of years starting next year. Williams tries to dink one through the line. It comes off Tino's boot, and there's more attacking football coming for the host nation. Oh, it wasn't played at. Look for sure that Tino stuck his boot out. High kick, contested, ball tapped back. Angus Crichton finds himself in the right spot.
Well, I'm with you, Tom. I was certain that Tino stuck his foot out. He's been over there for a couple of weeks. He's probably been watching a fair bit of the EPL. He tried to trap that ball.
They all stick their foot out.
He'll be the biggest player in the EPL, I'm tipping. Tino. Australia barely seen any possession down the other end of the ground, so Cleary tries to rectify that with an early kick.
Yeah, I love that play. I was just about to say it'd be a good option to have an early kick here for the Kangaroos. They pretty much spent the last 10 minutes in their own half.
Now Johnston. Strapping, long striding winger. Plays for the Wakefield club in the Super League. Now Wardle playing it, and Litton. That's a very early kick. And not a particularly effective one. Great catch. Nwanga Nitawasi with another flash of brilliance, although he's being dragged very close to the touchline. Katoni Staggs in his 5th game for Australia. Fast play the ball on the halfway, something to work off here. Hudson Young. His Canberra Raiders teammate Morgan Smithies will come from the bench for England later in the contest. Munster, now Cleary feeding Walsh, some space for Addo-Carr, but he goes to ground under the Dominic Young tackle, and he's touched the sideline.
Well, that's the dangers when you're playing in England. Doesn't matter what ground you're playing on, it's always a little bit slippery, always a little bit greasy. When you're heading on that 45-degree angle towards that corner post and you go to ground, the momentum just continues on across the sideline.
Over here. Let's get the ball in, Sam.
Particularly if you're a winger,
Pat, push up.
you got to be willing to drop off underneath your centre, change that angle,
Time
come
off.
back in
Give me the
field.
ball. Time back on. Let's go. Hold. You're right. Go. No tackles. Strong. Stand there, Lindsay.
A long run of outs for England teams against Australia. They have lost their last 14 Test matches in succession. Winless against the Kangaroos since way back in 2006. That is a drought.
Yeah, it was a part of that game. It was a tri-series match at the Sydney Football Ground. Great Britain they played as that night.
There's the famous stoush between Willie Mason and Stuart Fielden.
Let's go, mate. Yes. Thank you, on the red line. On the line.
They've had the bulk of possession quite clearly throughout the first 20 minutes, this England team. Played by Kai Pearce-Paul. Lytton for Williams. Williams for Smithies, who's into the game. He's been an absolute warrior for the Raiders over the last 2 seasons since making the switch from England. Another former Raider in Williams. Back to Kai Pearce-Paul. Perhaps England building here. The crowd certainly senses that. And we're about to see the first try of the second test. Williams kicks towards the goal line. Walsh bobbled it. England picked it up and they may have scored.
Well, if this is picked up cleanly, I think it's Morgan Knowles. Yeah, it's knock on by Walsh. He's got a no try. It's all up to whether Morgan Knowles picks up this ball cleanly and scoops it up and goes across the try line. There's no doubt that he finishes with the ball in the goal, but does he pick it up cleanly?
Well, the referee's saying he's dragged it forward as he's trying to pick it up.
On the foot, please, from the kick.
Seeing that Walsh is up in the line, Walsh has got to get back quickly. He'll knock this on.
Got something close in, please, on that now. Just establishing as a first knock on by Reece Walsh. So that one's going backwards, and then he appears to lose that forward. Can we see if we've got anything else, please? Just to check that there is a first knock on by Reece Walsh.
Yeah, it's going to be a double knock on.
The first bit was back.
He's been pretty happy to kick early, hasn't he, George Williams?
That then touches
about the third occasion already in the first 20 minutes that he's kicked on an early tackle to try and catch Reece Walsh out.
I think you pointed out, Gus, just how narrow these in-goal areas at both ends of the ground. Obviously, we just saw from that shot, what, they'd be 4 or 5 metres at best, I reckon.
Yeah.
Knock on off Reece Walsh. It will be a scrum on the 10.
So England will get the scrum here again.
When he knocks it back originally, they knocks it forward. So no try, double knock on, Reece first. England scrum.
Scrum England.
Scrum England.
So more defence coming for the Kangaroos.
How do they break this line, Gus? I think AJ Brimson needs to see more football. He's the one, I think, that's going to cause a lot of dramas for the Kangaroos' defensive line.
Heads in, please.
Just speed and power.
Well, it's all a little predictable at the moment. I think someone's got to be able to show and go, dig into the line and get an offload. I don't think they're going to get around Australia.
Break! If you're going to trap it, we'll break it there.
Oh, Williams has knocked it on, surely.
Stand now.
Oh, the referee said it was okay.
Hold. Hold. Go
Well,
on.
that was a little stroke of fortune for England, perhaps.
Harry, move! Square! Hold! Don't lash out!
Played by
Hold,
Smithies.
go 2. Cameron line! 2.
Smith linking with Knowles. And then Williams out on the left-hand edge.
Straight up, Nathan!
Goes away to Wardle.
Wait,
And again, the Kangaroos' defence
Go 3.
sees it coming and diffuses the situation comfortably. Watkins,
Tino off!
3 metres short.
Hold.
Tackle made by Fasua Malaawi. Is there a way through here? Lees tries to muscle his way past Crichton and got whacked again.
5, let go, Pat!
I haven't asked any questions on this attacking set.
Go.
Lytton waiting at dummy half. Smith, beautiful spiral pass. Farnworth in heavy traffic, kicks towards the in goal. And how patient was Reece Walsh there?
Well, it's great skill all round. Herbie Farnworth, that's a lovely
Jack,
little right foot kick into the in goal. We just spoke about how shallow and narrow the in goals are. He nearly held it up. And then Walsh, he just shadows the football over the line. We just got to see if there's any sort of touch before it goes dead in goal.
I think Dominic Young reaches around here.
He's onside to the right. Play this through.
It was a low percentage play to try and get the ball down.
And then something close in to see who it touches and if it's grounded. This. Let's get a hand to this ball. Got anything else from maybe the other side? This one is
I'll
slow,
tell you what,
please.
that's a lot closer than what we thought.
Was it what?
He actually gets...
Oh, he's just raised it.
That ball, he already appears to get fingertips to it, and then there's separation. Just go back onto the same angle, please. We'll run this angle.
I'm happy with the 20, mate.
There's just 2 things wrong with the England attack at the moment. One, when they spread the ball, it's very deep and very predictable. It's all going sideways. And secondly, when they move the ball, The first thing they want to do there is just hit one up and get set for another move. There's no play on play. They've got to move the ball around consistently and look for their opportunities. And I still think it'll be a show and go. Someone's got a dummy, dig into the line, create the illusion for themselves. And I think you're going to pass your way through this Australian side. Now they've wasted all the good work.
You made no attempt to get off, any of you.
It's been a very stop-start test so far.
Well, this will really be Australia's first opportunity to come in and put some attack on England. They've done no attacking football whatsoever. One visit down there the whole game, they got a penalty goal. Otherwise, they've been defending their own line.
Well, the crowd is still up for it.
Release now, Morgan!
Incredible enthusiasm for the game of rugby league in the north of England. Reuben Cotter was into the game inside the first 10 minutes last week because of Isaiah Yo's HIA. Very strong, playing in the middle of the field, got through a stack of work as ever. For Suamala now, plays it to the captain Harry Grant. Nathan Cleary again to Reuben Cotter, who's tackled around the legs by Kai Pearce-Paul. Fast play the ball. Grant to Munster up flat. Now Crichton. The Kangaroos have done all the defending on their own goal line, and they have a chance to score some points at the other end of the ground now. Grant, 6 more. He's too smart, isn't he? He saw the marker wasn't onside, and he's extracted 6 more tackles on play 5.
Well, this is pretty dangerous. I think it's Morgan Smithies. He comes flying in at Cam Munster. He's in a 2-man standing tackle.
Morgan Smithies, dangerous action at the legs. Third man, like too lightweight.
Oh. Really good tackle, that one.
What are you doing, mate? 2 points.
What are the Kangaroos going to do? They've got the opportunity to run the ball. They've only, as Gus just spoke about, well, it looks like they're going to take 2.
It feels like that sort of game. Tries potentially hard to come by. The surface appears to be quite greasy. It is England after all.
I think I could help the DJ out a little bit. I'm not too fussed on the music he's playing. I don't know what that is.
Not sure the crowd's your demographic musically, Gus. So Cleary to poke the Australians ahead by a couple. An arm wrestle in the second test match in Liverpool. 3 penalty goals. 2 off the boot of Nathan Cleary, 1 off the boot of Harry Smith for England. Here's Hudson Young.
Move now, Jake. Back with me. Hold, Callum. Hold. Go 2, don't hold. 2.
What are your memories of playing in front of English crowds, Cam?
Oh, wonderful memories. Wonderful memories. Got an opportunity to play a couple of times at Wembley. World Cup final 2013, Old Trafford. That was a highlight. 75,000 there on that occasion. Played against the Kiwis. Oh, they're just a wonderful crowd to play in front of. They got their songs, they got their chants.
They didn't write a song about you, did they?
No. No songs about me. But I tell you what they do love. They love watching good rugby league. And they applaud all the great moves and the great tries. Doesn't matter who you play for. They'll stand and applaud.
Dominant. Stan Reuben.
I'm sure they'll be impressed by the intent of their team at the moment. If we can just click into gear from an attacking perspective, there's enough here to suggest that they can challenge Australia, although there's an error here and another turnover potentially.
He's saying Dominic Young moved the ball from one hand to the other, and while he was doing that, the ball touched an Australian. Rather technical interpretation. In fact,
As he gets in the first contact, I believe it goes from hand to hand and touches straight and turns out control. Tackle 3 if it's no knock on.
Very technical ruling.
Tackle 3, England are challenging the ruling of a knock-on. Yeah, let's go stay on this angle, please.
Okay, I thought it was.
Stay on this angle.
He made
Will we go back on this
control,
angle,
doesn't
please?
He
Same
doesn't lose
angle.
the ball.
Let's roll this point now, yeah. Let's go slow on here, please. It's the Munster's arm.
Just keep watching the whole tackle through.
Cam Munster is making a legitimate tackle.
So he's still got it.
Then comes out of Dong Myung's hand onto Cam Munster's arm,
No, he doesn't.
which will constitute a knock-on. Just run it through.
Does his right hand not keep the ball on his chest?
Oh, it looks like it.
Challenge by England will be unsuccessful.
Wow.
In every grade of football, from under 6s to reserve grade, no one cares about that.
Where do you want it?
After this game,
Harry, where do you want
English
it from?
Premier League action. Spurs and Chelsea
Knock on.
facing
Knock on,
off
straight.
in a
Straight.
critical contest for both clubs with respect to their title aspirations. Live and exclusive from 4:20
I'll tell you
a.m.
I need a
on
half back here.
football's new home, Stan Sport.
10
Well, here's a
seconds.
chance for
Down we go,
Australia.
please. Stay here, George.
This
Heads
is the
down.
deepest they've been
And wait.
with
Hold,
a full set
wait,
of 6
wait.
at hand.
And here's the talisman himself, Reece
He's
Walsh,
dead.
a
Hold.
try-scoring
6 again,
double
end the
on
ball.
Kangaroos' debut last week. Play to Harry Grant. 6 more tackles. Well, they haven't lost any intensity with their line speed. England right up there in Hudson Young's face as he caught that football. Play to Harry Grant. Again, nowhere to go for Big Tino. Oh, he's lost it too. That's inspired defence by England. And they are getting under the skin of the Australian outfit.
Yeah, that was just a lack of patience there from Tino. His job was to run and get belted and get down and play the ball, not look for an offload.
Fox on.
The last thing he can do is reward this type of defence by making rush decisions. Coach is pumped. He got the fist clenched.
It's about as animated as I've ever seen him.
Set clock off.
Well, it's a big game for England. Big game.
Move now. He's 10. Hold. Wait, you're on
Listening
top.
to
Hold,
his
you go, 1.
team talks in the preparation for game 1, talking about the history of Test football, the history of the Kangaroos coming to England,
Tino release. Hold.
the opportunity, and they hadn't
Milky
been there for such a long time.
Grab his arm, mate.
He's got a good record as England coach, actually. Since the World Cup final of 2017, they've won 16 of their 19 Test matches. Last week was just their 3rd loss in that time. That's an 8-year window. So it's fairly good going for this England team. They're up against the best of the very best at the moment, though.
Go back. You did the same as Angus. 5. Go. Nothing late.
Carrigan racing out to put pressure on Smith.
Morgan
Who
Stevens.
reefs a kick in the direction of Mark Nwanganitawasi.
110 now. Jake, move. He's 10. Hold. Wait. Go. 1.
Now Katoni Staggs, one of 4
Back here.
premiership winning Broncos out there in Australian colours this evening. Long pass by Harry Grant. Through the hands of Walsh and now to Munster. He's surrounded by great English defence.
Wait.
We're certainly having a hard time making metres through the middle of the field here. Strong carry by Crichton, up near the halfway line.
Go 4. Keep going. 4. Outside.
Carrigan for Cleary. No one was taking that dummy and he was dumped into the ground.
Wait, go. Nothing late.
Oh, Walsh bangs it high in the air. The referee's cleared the contact. And the ball taken by Brimson, who comes scampering back to be tackled on his 20.
Tino, move. Back out of the way, Jess. Go 1. Coming off. Oh, left side. Go 2.
Another strong gallop by Farnworth.
And off the field, number 10, Matty Hayes. On his place, number 15, Alex Walter.
So you just heard the ground announcer
Stand up now.
introduce Alex Walmsley into the game. Another vastly experienced big man in the middle of the field.
5 and yes! He's 10. Wait. Go. Nothing late on him.
Smith with an inviting kick. Dom Young getting through. So too Farnworth. It's brushed the hand of Reece Walsh. Has it? No. Still the last. Here's Knowles trying to get to the line, but he's denied.
Hand over 10 out.
Well, that was good. Got through and contested the kick. Nearly forced the error. Kevin Walters hasn't sat down all game.
Back 10. Better on the 10.
That's where their opportunities will come. These little one-on-one contests.
Stand down. Hold. Wait. Go on.
You can't help but be impressed with the intensity of the English defence. They are hitting hard.
They were 31 minutes in. They do look a little bit raggedy. They're sprinting up, but they are leaving holes on the edges. I can't help but think that Cleary, Munster, Reece Walsh will find one shortly if they just move the ball.
Here's Grant. Thought he'd caught Walmsley offside, but the referee gave it the green light. Ball played back to Walsh, and now Cleary. Kicking high from his own side of halfway. Johnston with a safe catch. He looks up and sees a wall of green and gold, led by Hudson Young and Katoni Staggs. Ooh, that was tight. He's confirming that change. Keon Kaloamatangi flying the South Sydney flag in Australian colours. Came into the game in the second half last week, so thrown out there much earlier this evening, or this morning, Australian time. Litton sees a bit of space in behind the ruck. That's an encouraging run. It's a very much rejuvenated England lineup. They're really testing this champion Australian outfit so far. Nwangani Tawasi with a safe catch.
He made that look easy, didn't he?
Giving Reece Walsh no room to move whatsoever.
Straight onto his chest.
And the rain's starting to tumble down as well.
Yeah, that's a little bit of raggedy stuff I'm starting to see. Australia string a couple of passes together here. They'll find space. You can see the energy reserves of England just starting to wane a little bit.
Inside 40.
Cleary from inside 40. Oh, that may well be a 40-20. He was on the wrong foot, Nathan.
I reckon he got it. What a kick.
On tackle 3, completely off balance, he has nailed a 40-20.
My live read is it's 40-20.
Yep, they're going to review it, but he's got it.
Yep.
And this is where we spoke about earlier, where this ground, it's only, what, 94 metres long? This is where the opportunity is for the kickers. So the 40-20s, they're actually... It's not actually a 40-20 because the shorter 10-metre, the 10-metre lines are between halfway and the 40. So they take a couple of metres off each of those two separate lines.
A brilliant kick, working against the angles. There he executes perfectly. Ruben Cotter inside the 10. Australia pretty much have defended exclusively throughout this first half. And with half-time beckoning, maybe they can open the try scoring. Oh, there's a forward pass.
Well, again, that's just another lack of discipline there. Harry Grant, early tackles, looking for a short ball. Half a metre forward to Ruben Cotter.
That was a shocker.
Stop the scrum clock. Got a ball on that side.
That was just a shocker.
I need a half. Harry, are you half? We're feeding it this side. Hey boys, get to the scrum earlier. Head down. Come on. Break.
You've been to Liverpool, Gus?
I have.
He's 10. Hold.
Spent a week in Liverpool.
Go one.
For about a month.
Pat release. Back here. Hold. Wait. Go 2.
Went to the cabin.
Oh, yeah.
I never saw me shadow, funny
Outside.
enough.
Hold. Go 3.
It was cloudy every day.
Outside.
Brimson now trying to set up an overlap on that left-hand side. Wardle dragged down a couple of metres from the halfway line.
4.
If they wanted a low-scoring arm wrestle, this English outfit, they've got
5. Ruben out.
their request so far.
Go. Nothing late on him.
They're in the game. Smith. Oh, that'll take some catching in the wet. Although it's the Wangani Tawasi.
110.
Yeah, made it look easy again.
Callum Morgan move. He's 10. Hold.
Just on 4 minutes to go before the half-time break.
1.
England just got to concentrate
Back
here.
in the middle square. Go 2. Stand up, Alex. Back here, hold. Go 3.
Tony Staggs once again.
Back here, hold.
Australia contained to their own side of halfway once more. Harry Grant, Keon Kaloa-Matangi thought about passing.
5 Morgan.
That line speed evident once again. Watkins up there to cut off the passing option. Munster with a last tackle kick. Walsh sprinting through on Brimson. Taps it backwards. Ball on the deck. Smith gets over there to cover up. He might be bundled out.
Hand over. Hand over here to
He says it went forward from Reece Walsh.
Play the ball, Marcus Square. On the line, push up. No, over there. Marcus Square. Hold, go, no tackles. Keon move.
We've
He's
seen
10.
those
Hold.
ruled legal
Wait, you're
at
milking.
times, but the referee
Go.
saying it went
John, you're not
forward
gonna get it
off
when
the
you do
Australian
that.
fullback's hands
One.
on that occasion. A tryless
Cameron
first half
Ruiz.
so far.
Hold.
3
Hold.
minutes
Go
until
2.
the break.
Ruben off.
Here's Johnston
Square.
from the Wakefield
Hold where you
club.
are. Go 3. Hunting Keon out. Back here.
And now
Go 4
Walmsley.
beyond.
Played to Lytton, who's looked threatening from dummy half. He's got a good turn of foot when he decides to run. The captain Williams takes the hit up that time. And now Smith whacks one high in the air. There's some kick pressure coming through. There's an escort penalty. And England have the chance to lock us up here.
Well, I think that's the play that they'll go for. About 2 minutes to go on the clock in the first half. I think they'll take the opportunity to level it up. Won't be too much time left on the clock after this penalty conversion. You see there Reece Walsh, it's an escort.
Let's go, mate. Yeah. Are you going back here, mate? Are you bringing it back?
I'm sure 4-all will
Let's
be
go, mate. Let's send up. Let's go.
more than palatable for Sean Wayne, given it was 26-0 late in the game last week.
It was such an important game for UK. We talked about this before the game. They'd have been bitterly disappointed with their first test performance. Very proud of their football over there in England. They don't get to play against Australia anywhere near often enough just to test how they're going. So they're really fighting for credibility today. Coach has made a number of changes, and so far they've been very spirited, very physical. And if you can just give this one short, sharp poke, well, there you go.
Four points each. It's been far from pretty, but from an English viewpoint, it's been effective.
It's England 4, Australia 4.
2 penalty goals apiece.
Are you ready?
Walsh kicks along the ground, trying to take advantage of this slippery surface. Walmsley runs back strongly.
He's got a bit of age on him, Walmsley, but he's a big body. He takes some stopping.
He's the only player.
Listen,
1 remaining from the World Cup final of 2017.
Marcus, you're good. 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 Marcus, you're good.
So he's been around for a long, long time. Keon Kalamatangi's taken a bad head knock here in back play, right on the half-time siren. And again, the teams have come together. So England taking the challenge up to the all-conquering Kangaroos. We're locked up at 4 points all in the second test match from Liverpool. The race that stops a nation is just around the corner. Join us for every race of the 2025 Melbourne.
Attacking football at England's end of the field, but it doesn't look like they've gone in with a whole lot of strategy. At the moment, it's just been survive the collisions and survive the gang tackling of England and hope they wear down. Then they've got the class to score the points when they get an opportunity. The question here will be is, can England go as hard as they did in that first half and keep it going for the entire game?
So a critical 40 minutes of football coming up here. Australia hoping to wrap up the Ashes and set their sights potentially on a 3-0 sweep, and England conversely looking to keep the series alive and send it to a decider. If they can continue to play spoiler as they did in the first half, they give themselves a chance of a monumental upset. Here's Morgan Knowles. Tackled by Grant and Kalamatangi. 20 short of the halfway line. George Williams for Kai Pearce-Paul. He left Cam Munster on the ground there. Another of those one-on-one misses. Now Farnworth. Munster again being left behind. The up and under by Smith. Williams chasing through, trying to pressure the backman. That's a super catch by Walsh, although he's been hurt. He was grimacing as he went to ground there, but that's a magnificent catch in these conditions and under that kick pressure.
Hold! Release Jez! Hold! Go 2.
Now Josh Addo-Carr.
Kai, Jez, release! Hold! Wait! Go 3. Jez! 3.
England fast off the line once again. Keon Kalamatangi, monstered by Walmsley.
Wait!
The Australians have used 4 tackles. They're not quite at their 30-metre line yet. That'll help. That's Carrigan.
5 hand, Harry.
Runs towards Watkins and Smith.
Wait! Harry, not square!
Grant to Munster.
Inside.
Who's allowed to run before launching a kick in the air. Cleary chasing through. Here he throws the boot out. And he gets it in behind. Johnston scurries back to collect it. He beat Katoni Staggs. He beat Nwangani Tawasi, but he can't evade Reuben Cotter. And now Dom Young. Tackled strongly by Shibasaki.
Go 2. Pat. 2.
Farnworth squeezes an offload. Brimson was there in weight. And he sprints out to the 40. This is an encouraging start to the second half by England.
3, Josh. 3. Stand up now.
Another good tackle by the ever-reliable Reuben Cotter.
4.
Smithy's passing on Walmsley now.
5, Harry. Back here, square. Go.
Plays it on play number 5. Smith down the left-hand edge. Belts a kick high in the air. The fullback and the winger looked at one another. Nwangani Tawasi fortunately was there to defuse it.
George Williams. You're offside.
But it was academic because he was offside in kick chase, so Australia get the penalty.
Yeah, he's been heavily involved in those kick chases, George Williams. On that occasion, luck was on the Kangaroos' side. He was offside. You see him on the inside there, orange boots. He's offside by a couple of metres. There's a bit of confusion at the back there between Nwangani Tawase and Reece Walsh.
Well, Reece Walsh has been wanting to leave it for marking Mark the whole time. They even got penalised for giving him an escort in the first half. If Australia can just find a couple of passes, there are big gaps out on the outside here. They're bogging down in the middle of the field. And that's playing into England's hands. This is better.
Munster engages Cleary. The pass skims along the turf. It's picked up by Nwangani Tawasi. He mustered away from Smith, but tries to throw a speculator, and they've turned the ball over again.
Well, that's the space down the edges I'm talking about. Wasn't even a good pass. But they got around England pretty comfortably there.
Well, what's allowing England that aggressive line speed and the big collisions in the middle is...
Here's a mistake by Walmsley this time.
He's just making a tackle. Clock on.
They thought there was a strip there by Cam Munster, but what's allowing England that aggressive line speed and the big hits in the middle of the field is their compressed line. So there's going to be space out wide.
I need the ball over here.
If Australia can just get some clean ball movement, the ball out in
10
front,
seconds.
there's going to be opportunities for their outside men.
Stop the scrum clock. Heads down. On neither of you guys. Your balls are heads in. Morgan, no more. Down you go.
The Australians would love a bit of fluency in this game, I'd
Get
imagine.
on. No more there, mate.
Yeah, I think that last set of 6 will wake them up.
Down, Morgan.
They got around
He's
England
down,
comfortably.
6 again.
Just a couple of
slide.
passes
Back
to
here.
the edge.
Go, no tackles.
6 again, rocking Finland.
Expecting Munster and Cleary here to
Back
get
here with
together.
me. Go one.
Cleary and Carrigan firstly.
Ah! Release
And the Broncos'
Kai.
big man,
Oh,
11 metres from the
wait.
England line.
Go two.
Cleary to Walsh.
No.
He goes for the speed, but there was no gap presenting itself.
Wait. Hold. Stand here. Hold.
Tackled by Litton. Harry Grant underneath to Kaloa Matangi. Forces a pass away. Walsh is there. Spirals it to Cleary. He wanted Hudson Young, but he kind of dropped off, so he had to pass it back to him. And then Walmsley is able to make the tackle. 8 metres short. Grant floats a pass. Munster left foot step. Cotter bumped away from Knowles.
Hold. Wait. Hold.
England up to the task at the moment. Still one play to withstand. Munster away to Crichton. Ball came out the back, but again, it doesn't go to hand.
Well, honestly, that was a horrible set of 6. Absolutely horrible from Australia. You're talking about the best players in our game. That was just horrible.
Hold. Go two. Surrender. Stand. Hold. Go three. Get off now. Hold. Go four. More Raven. 4. Play on.
Here's Williams. Another pass misses the mark. Oh, it's been fumbled over the sideline.
Interchange for England off the field, number 15, Alex Walmsley. On in his place, number 17, Nikolai
Play the ball in the
Aletsky.
middle.
Well, this is the last thing they needed England.
Play the ball.
Didn't really look like he wanted to take the tackle there. Williams,
Play the ball, mate.
he tried to tip on the outside. His winger wasn't up to the task.
Play the ball because goes in touch. Back here, England.
Well, he just tried to palm the problem off to someone else.
Let's go, left side. Jez, I'm about to play, get onside. Let's go.
See if Australia can do better this time. Munster and Cleary have got to get together.
And there's a good tackle. First involvement for Nikolaj Oledzki, who's playing his second test for England. He was born in Poland. Not a noted rugby league nation.
Move now, Cullen back here. Hold. Wait. Wait, Cullen. Go two.
Cleary for Ruben Cotter.
Morgan, Cullen.
3 tackles gone on this set.
Hold. Wait.
Can Australia strike? In truth, they really haven't looked like scoring at any stage of this game. Munster with some of his wizardry. Munster slides to the line. It's taken 48 minutes, but we may have our first try.
Tackle 4, Jack. I have a try.
Well, this is off the back of just some individual brilliance by Cam Munster. There wasn't a whole lot of team play.
Starting try.
This is when he's at his best, just showing.
Tackle 3, try. Check
He's got multiple runners around him. You see here, he shows under Shibasaki. Well, he may get in trouble here for running around.
Movement, please. Full speed.
Right.
We go full speed this angle, please.
He runs behind Angus Crichton.
Well, the difference there was that Cleary and Munster played together.
No, let's just break it down now, slow on this angle again.
They're on the same
angle,
side of the
slow.
field, and that just got Munster a little wider. A
Need
couple
them
of
a bit
decoys.
closer up to establish his balls down at all.
His whole body ends up
It
in
does
the
look
end
like his
goal.
momentum. slow here.
Well, it would appear that the lead up to this has
Ball or
been
ball carrying
cleared.
arm. Just go back on this, please.
Hey, Jack, he slides a long way into the in-goal, though.
Yeah.
He was always going to
Yeah, there's no doubt that momentum takes him to the in-goal.
Right, let's run it now.
That can't be a question.
Well, his whole body ends up in the
That's
in
where he
goal.
goes, full speed.
Yeah. The hand is on the ground, but this is always momentum here, so we're going to finish on full speed, please. This same angle, but full speed. Let's go full speed, please. The momentum and the whole body of Cameron Munster ends up on or over the line, so it's not double movement as momentum takes him over. Thank you. I've made
So
my
the
decision.
try will be confirmed. And finally, we've got a 4-pointer. And Cameron Munster, from virtually nothing, has cut them open all by himself.
Well, it's the first time Sevens passed to 6 with the Australian side. Just got him a little bit wider, allowed him to use a couple of decoy runners, show and go. He was able to pull his way through the defensive line.
Oh, it hit the crossbar and bounced back. 8 points to 4, Australia lead.
With the try for Australia.
The big game specialist with a big time play, Cameron Munster. Scores the first try of the second test. And Australia hit the lead, albeit a slender one. But in these conditions, given the way the game's been played, it could be a decisive advantage at the moment. Here's Cotter.
Well, England need to be next to us to score. They can't allow Australia to get more than a try in front. They give Australia a buffer zone and they start moving the ball around, they'll find themselves in trouble.
Tom Dearden on the ground, replacing Patrick Carrigan.
Back here, hold. Wait, stand up, come on. Go. Nothing late on the kicker. Tom Dearden. Tom, give 10. Run 10.
Johnston runs back to be met by Australia's defence, led by Staggs and Tom Dearden.
Wait. Go one. Katoni. Katoni. One.
Good tackle out of marker from Dearden once again.
Dominant.
Now it looks like Dearden's playing in a lock forward role in the middle of the field. Munster and Cleary are still out there.
Oh, big contact. Dom Young running pretty much over the top of Reuben Cotter there. And here's Oledzki.
Back here, hold. Wait. Wait. Go 4 beyond. 4.
England up to the halfway. Williams wraps around the back. Brimson joining in. Farnworth. He got inside of Shibasaki. Somehow promotes the ball from nowhere. He's incredible with his offloading prowess, Herbie Farnworth.
Hold. Hold. Go.
Haven't seen a lot of Brimson. The old midfield bomb from Harry Smith. And Pierce Paul did a pretty ordinary job of taking a catch on that.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure there from Chloe Matangi. Come up with a midfield bomb. You don't see them all that often in the modern game. Good field position for the Kangaroos to turn this over. It's on Tommy Dearden though. He played a similar role last week in the first test match. Come on, played as a link player in the middle. I think he might help the Australians attack.
Young keeps it alive. Grant goes to Tom Dearden. Oh, and there was a chance on that left edge if Crichton had have held his feet. Grant looked down the left-hand short side. Comes back to the middle of the ground with Reuben Cotter.
Well, that was only 2 metres forward.
Munster to Angus Crichton. Tackled by Williams and Pierce Paul.
Nothing late on him.
Cleary launching one high and wide. Nwangani Tawasi racing through. It's off Australian hands. It's gone backwards. Hudson Young. He gets a try in Kangaroos colours. And that is a significant moment in the test and probably in the context of the series.
Yeah, well-placed kick. Had the outside supports plenty of time to get down there and compete for it. I think it's Nwangani Tawasi who gets up and either forces the error or gets a bat back. Ends up in the hands of Hudson Young. he scurries over in the corner. Back to back for Australia. Cleary right on the spot. The Wanganita-Wazi. The ball comes back to Hudson Young. Too easy.
Very rarely does he get his kick wrong, does he? Nathan Cleary puts it in a great position. It was actually Tony Staggs that went down. He left high, left the ground maybe a little bit too early, but he hung up in the air, got the right hand to it. And Hudson Young, he's like a ball magnet. There's a loose ball on the ground. Typically, he's the one there to pick it up. On this occasion, he gets the spoils. Another try to the Kangaroos.
Okay, so it doesn't come up, we just move on.
This prolific try-scoring back rower on the left edge with the Canberra Raiders, given a different role in this Australian team, playing on the right-hand side of the field. But once more finds himself perfectly positioned. Back-to-back tries for the Kangaroos out of half-time. Cleary from wide out.
Time on.
No mistake.
Nicholas,
4-all at half-time has quickly ballooned out to a 14-4 advantage for Australia over England.
challenges.
And the hosts, they've been up for the challenge right throughout the game, and they're going to need to raise a significant effort to fight their way back from 10 points in arrears.
You know, that 10-point buffer just might encourage Australia to start using the ball. Here they go from their own end of the field, moving it wider.
Get off now.
And that'll spell danger for England.
Go for.
Here's Munster. Almost through once again.
5, stand up, Nikolai. Hold, wait. Go. Nothing light on him.
Wanganita-Wazi chasing through on Nathan Cleary's high kick. They leap. He got a hand on it. It was well taken by Brimson.
Stand up now. Hold.
Well, what have England got now?
And a knock on.
It's always been the test for any English side against the Kangaroos. They tend to foot it with the Australian side for the first 50 or 60, but what do they have left in the tank? The last 25 minutes of this match, it's only a 10-point deficit.
Move now.
There's plenty of quality in this football side, but how do they get the ball up the other end?
I suppose the other factor too, Cam, is they scored one try last week in the last few minutes and have failed to score a try so far in the game.
Well, that try was from dummy half too.
Yeah.
It was just a little sneak over.
Nathan back.
We've got a lot of work to do on their structures and their plays and their strategy.
Go for. Inside.
They don't come up against teams with defence like this every week in their own game.
Go all on. Hey! George, let go.
Josh Adokar, an unexpected call-up for Kangaroos duties. He was left out of the initial squad, but a couple of withdrawals. Xavier Coates and Zach Lomax opened the door for his return. First time in 3 years and he's played for Australia. Crichton's been strong. He's been hard to tackle, in fact. He might have copped a knock right around the jaw there. You can see he's quite animated in protesting towards the touch judge.
Well, after game one, he said that they tried to knock our heads off all night. She said we just had to put up with it.
Play the ball where do you want it?
He's having a little bit of a wins there.
Play the ball.
This stadium they're in today, it really feels like the Las Vegas Stadium, Allegiant Stadium over there in Las Vegas.
Back here behind the line. Back.
Big steep grandstands, very good vantage point from every seat in the house.
Move now, Angus. Hold.
Only opened for use back in February this year, so pretty much brand new. And this is the first game of rugby league to be played on the ground.
Move. He's 10. Hold. Wait. Go 2.
Williams to Kai Pearce-Paul, well contained by Australia's defence once again.
Go 3.
Up near the halfway line. Jez Litton, George Williams. Pardon me, that was Smith. 7 on 7. Cleary knew the pass was coming and sprinted out of the line to make the tackle effectively.
5, let go!
Meekin now.
Keep going. You did
Two
that to the mark
halfbacks
and
coming
right
together.
outside. Number 10.
Nwangani Tawasi
Nikolai, move! Right side
back to the
here.
20-metre line.
Go one.
Is there any way England can just fashion
George Kaya!
at least one try and give themselves some cause for optimism? And the coach doesn't look all that optimistic at the moment. What must be said, Shibasaki playing it on the halfway.
Michael! Back here, hold. Wait.
And didn't tackle after
Inside ball.
3 plays. Cleary to Hudson Young. Tries to sneak between that gap with Watkins and Smith defending side by side.
Hold! Come back. Knock it off. Mike, you're lost. You're never there, mate.
Cleary kicking. Walsh tried to get through but was taken out before he had a chance. Nwangani Tawasi with another specky over the top. Staggs with a kick. It bounces off England. And it's all play on. The held call came and the tackle came after, so it'll be an England penalty.
Once he's on the ground, hands on him, you can't do it. You know you can't do that. Harry, hey.
Well, he's gone for that same spot again, hasn't he, Nathan Cleary? Well, they got a bit of luck earlier.
Got nothing to do with you, right? You leave it alone.
Marky got up high, great hands in the contest.
These guys are offside.
As the English dummy half, Jez Litton, smart, just found the ground.
On the line. Go back, come back, come back. Come back. And go.
Still not out of this, England. They're only down 10 points.
Keon, move. Harry, square. Hold. Wait. Go.
Watkins
One.
slow to his feet.
Angus, move. Back here. Hold.
Meekin passing on.
Wait.
Aledzki now.
Go two.
Tackled 6 from the halfway line. Pass through Smithies.
Hudson
Finds
off.
Watkins once
Back
again.
here, hold.
So England looking to use the ball in the middle of the ground. Maybe some offload football could be a way towards the try line.
Keon, hurry off. He's 10. Hold. Wait. Go forward.
Australia's defence has looked largely untroubled throughout the game again, as was the case last week in London. Here's Brimson.
5. Release. Hold. Go.
Final play of the set.
Nothing late.
Smith with a kick. Farnworth trying to get through. He got checked, and then Walsh got up to take the catch, and he was tackled before he hit the deck.
No, he gets knocked over. If anything, it's Herbie's fault. Go back out the centres. Off you go.
Well, it's just a repeat of what we saw in game 1. There's just no combination at all between the 9, 7 and 6 for England in attack.
A change for Australia off the field of the 17.
Farnworth coming through there. Goes up for the contest, but comes down with the player. There's just no finesse about their game. And fundamentally, they're so poor
Hold him, mate. Just
in
get
the
on
lines
that
that they
and
run,
go.
the plays and the way they execute them.
Wait, Tuckers. Ty
So
Smithies,
Tino
move.
Fasuamala Awi back on the
Wait.
ground. Keon
Wait,
Kaloa
go on.
Matangi goes to the bench. He's been terrific
off the
in the last
body.
2 tests,
Back
Ruben
here,
Cotter.
Go two.
Must be hard for those clubs that didn't feature in the finals, supplying players to the Australian team. They've had almost a mini pre-season to get ready for this, one would imagine.
Outside, inside ball, 3.
Another lost ball.
Previous was 3. Knock on Australia.
So England have to find something. If they can just score 1,
Knock on.
the carrot is dangling.
20 seconds.
Well, the halves have got to take ownership. It's really on them.
15.
They've hardly brought Brimson into the game in attacking situations.
10 seconds. There we go. Head in, hey, Priest. Fuck off. Hold.
I've got to say too, Australia have been clunky. They've been pretty average, to be honest.
Move, Nathan. He's 10. Hold. Go 1.
Johnston crosses the halfway, tackled by Connor and Dearden, a pair of North Queensland Cowboys.
On his place, number 10, Matt Louise.
Meekin. 6 more tackles coming here. Surely they have to throw something at Australia from this position now. Up towards the 30-metre line. A fresh set of 6 to play with. It's getting almost to a point where it's do or die. Lees is agitating with Hudson Young there. Now Morgan Smithies. Jez Litton took on Tino, bounced underneath him. Now McMeekin is just stuck with the ball, really. Munster comes in to wrap up the football. On the advantage line, Smith. Now Williams sends a pass for Wardle. Great footwork, a couple of left foot steps back to back. But he's tackled by Dearden, who comes across to close the gap. 8 metres away. Well, the crowd is certainly urging on this English team. It's a penalty. They were offside. There's still plenty of aggro in the game, isn't there?
The play ball got held up. The Kangaroos thought the English player was going to play the ball. They got off the line early. They were 2 and 3 metres offside.
This is their window of opportunity. Litton. Smith bringing Kai Pearce-Paul back underneath. We know he's capable with his offloading game, but no real support on offer on that occasion. Litton to Smith. Smith to Williams. Farnworth's wrapping around, but he can't get the ball. Brimson fires it over to Johnston. Look how many Kangaroos are there. They're inside the 10. Brimson to George Williams, who turns it to Matty Lees. And the front rower is tackled.
On the line, hold, wait, go for.
A kick by Williams over the top. Addo-Carr backpedaling Dom Young. He was the ideal target, but he couldn't get the ball. Now the referee's got a bit to decipher here, and once again, this match is threatening to boil over.
Well, there's a fair bit to look at here. One, what happens with the ball when Dom Young goes up to fetch it? We've seen Reece Walsh come flying across. He hits him mid-air. Has he taken him illegally in the air? So the ball goes over the sideline. Let's watch this pitch here. He's just up for the ball. I think it's batted down by Addo-Carr. I think it's batted dead by Addo-Carr.
Yeah, Josh Addo-Carr gets his hand to it, knocks it dead. Reece Walsh collides with Dominic Young.
Tackle 4, no try on field. We need to pause it on the foot, please. Have you got the wide angle, please, for it? Just check.
The question's going to be if the ball was gone, was out of Reece Walsh's grasp before he jumped.
Yeah.
He's leapt very late there.
Well, that's the thing I was asking. Is it illegal? Like the ball's well and truly gone. Then he leaves the ground.
Is this contact here? Right. Let's have a look at this slower. We've got some.
Make it
This
look at
corner
high
angle look
contact
into it as well.
I'll tell you what would make it interesting. He goes to the sin bin.
Might see the yellow card again.
Addo-Carr jumps into him and makes contact in the air. We've got the front end angle again to see where he makes contact.
And my one decision is a penalty against Reece Walsh.
I've got the penalty on field against Walsh. It's whether this is anymore. It's whether it's anymore. Let's just see on this same angle, please.
Yeah, I'm thinking that it might be more here.
Oh,
Right.
there we go.
The
He
bunker's
jumps
talking
into this.
send-off here.
No intent to wrap. Can we go on the other
Hold
angle,
on to your
please?
hat.
Well, a red card. There's not going to be a red card, is
Hold on to
there?
your hats. He's going through his car.
This one.
By the sounds of it, there's going to be some sort of card.
It'll be Texas Hold'em the way we're going.
Reece Walsh.
They can talk themselves into
Anything
it.
else on this, please? Clear. There's also some secondary contact with the head as it comes forward, so this will be a sin bin against Reece Walsh.
Oh, the yellow!
I've made my
They found
decision.
it.
Okay, so we're
The
going
yellow
to
card for the third time tonight.
Reece.
Get that yellow card out. I must have missed all these meetings when they changed these rules.
The referee has sent
Anyway.
Australia's number 1, Reece Walsh, to the
Well, now it's interesting. They've got the one-man advantage. Without sounding too unkind, it's probably what they needed.
I think so. And they need to score in this set, the English side, to have any chance. Now, with that change, with Walsh going into the sin bin, I'd assume Cam Munster will go to full-back. Tommy Dearden, it shows the value of having someone like Tom Dearden, his versatility. He'll now play on that left edge as 5'8".
This is an undeniable chance for England to claw their way back into the Ashes right now. Reece Walsh gone for 10.
6 again, looking for it.
Lee's tackled 4 metres short of Australia's line. Lindsay Smith out on the ground for the first time. Lytton with a burrowing effort.
Release Lindsay. Hold. Hold.
Tackled right in front of the sticks. Morgan Smithies.
That's all right.
Across to Smith, now to Williams. They've cut him off again, has to come back infield.
Stand now. Hold. Wait. Wait.
Wardle waiting at dummy half. Morgan Smithies, ball playing. McMeekin couldn't quite get past. It was Angus Crichton with a try saver. Here's Smith, fires it out to Farnworth. He nearly dropped it. He just regained control. Gives the ball away to Lees. They've lost ground here, however. And now Watkins. Australia got them going backwards. Here's Brimson. He's the man you want with the ball. 16 metres short. Once again, it's a rudderless set of 6 by England. Williams sends the pass to Johnston, and there were 3 Australians waiting for him. And again, a hapless set of 6 for the hosts.
Yeah, really poor set there by the English.
Yeah. I'll deal with that.
They got the one-man advantage, and the most dangerous player, AJ Brimson, he touched the ball once. That's off the back of some ball going to ground. They lost ground. He ended up with the ball in his hands. Just no structure, no organisation. One man extra on the field. You should be breaking the play down. Send the ball to the posts. Have a look at your numbers. You've got a one-man overlap on one side.
Wait. Go one. Mike. One. Callum out now. Back here. Hold.
Good meters there for Katoni Staggs. Now Nwanga Nitawasi.
Jake, stand up. He's 10. Hold. Hold. Go 3. Outside defensive.
Dearden for Munster. And again to Angus Crichton. He's been right in the thick of the action tonight, or this morning, I should say.
Herbie off. Holds. Go 4.
And now Lindsay Smith, his second game for Australia, having debuted in the Pacific Championships at the end of last season. 5th to last.
You're there. Nothing late.
Cleary with a wobbling kick, taken comfortably by Johnston.
Surrender. Stand now, Tom. Hold. Wait. Go on. Harry, stand up. Hold. Wait.
Young on the 30. He's been strong, McMeekin.
Hudson, stand and square. Go 3. Play on.
Relatively quick play the ball. And now Mikey Lewis, who played halfback last week.
Hold. Go
He's on the
4.
ground late in the contest wearing jumper number 14, doing the dummy half work. Watkins, nice backhanded pass. It comes to Lewis. Again, Angus Crichton with an excellent tackle. Smith looks up at the numbers. He finds Johnston. He can't get past Katoni Staggs. The pass back infield. Cleary knocked it back, although I think there was a foot on the line.
Where do you want it? Play the ball, Cameron. Go in the middle. Play the ball when in touch. Can you get that Marcus square here, please? Thank you.
They've had no success in trying to get around this Australian defence.
Push up for you, Mikey Lewis.
No, they've got no plan, really. Everything runs sideways, and that's really easy for Australia to defend. It's been that way for 2 test matches. They changed their 7-1 for this game,
Hold. Go one.
but it's made no difference.
Morgan, you're not square, Morgan. Right now, play on.
The race that stops a nation is right around the corner now. You can join us for every race of the 2025 Melbourne Cup Carnival, including the big one coming up on Tuesday, the Lexus Melbourne Cup. See it all live and free on Nine's wide world of sports. Wonderful coverage of great racing action from Flemington.
Hold. Wait. Wait. Go forward.
So we're inside the final 10, and Australia looking set for more Ashes success. Cleary giving the pass away to Hudson Young, who's tackled desperately from behind. It's the last tackle. They're 2 metres short. And this could be the final nail in the coffin. The ball's been knocked on. Although, is there a suggestion that there was a player tackled without the ball here? It might be Ruben Cotter.
I think it's Tino.
Tino, right.
I think what Grant Atkins is asking, was there contact made before the ball? No.
Just go close in on this, please.
He's also asking whether or not the ball goes backwards, whether it goes forward before it goes backwards.
Right, he's not tackled early. Direction on this now. We'll go stay on this same angle, please.
Looks like the ball goes straight down and does travel towards the opponent's dead ball line.
On the same angle, please. It tells us he's not tackled early, so it's just on direction of the ball. Tino.
Even though the ball lands behind
Slow
him.
on this, please. Slow when he touches it. Malawi touches the ball there.
He drags it forward there, doesn't he, Gus?
Yeah. Ball goes forward there.
And which direction does that travel? Just go on the same angle, please, because you can see on this. Yeah, let's go on this, please. Go now.
Live decision's not gone, mate. You want to just go with that?
Yeah, ball's touched there.
I'm off the DJ.
I was just about to ask you,
you
like this
insufficient
mission?
evidence to overrule the live decision of no try in terms of direction. Thank you, I've made my decision.
Going to bring it out to knock on the last tackle. Michael Lewis.
Great stadium.
Fabulous.
Stop the LT. Play the LT when. Stay there.
When we went to Liverpool, we played at Anfield. The
That would have
Liverpool
been
soccer game.
That would have been
Second
special.
game. Yeah. A lot of history there.
Tom Stan! He's 10. Hold. Wait in the middle.
Change
Hold.
for
Go.
Australia off the field, number 12, Hudson Young.
Oh, ball knocked on.
All right, Australia, here we go.
Here's Nathan Cleary
Okay,
to his clubmate Lindsay Smith.
still no advantage.
Some handy footwork from the big man.
Stand there.
I think they're ready to be opened up now, England.
Hold. Wait, 0 from the knock on.
Full set of 6 here. Australia should prize them open.
Matty Lees, let go.
Tino crashes into the line.
Wait.
Lee's the defender. Dearden waiting left, Munster right. It's the former. Dearden with a dummy and then a duck. And he can't get through.
Mike, get off.
Smithy's at the forefront of England's defence. Here's Harry, captaining Australia for the first time. He can't mark the occasion with a try, just held up.
Out in the 10. On the line. Hey.
Still a couple of opportunities left on this set. Australia right on the doorstep of another try.
Not even on the line. Go 3.
Cleary skips outside a couple of defenders and Munster succumbs in the tackle of Watkins. 8 minutes to go.
Hold. Hold.
Australia closing in on retaining the Ashes.
Outside passes.
Dearden with a looping pass over the top. Here's Addo-Carr. Cut down in some good defence by Herbie Farnworth. Dearden can't find some space in behind the line. Dived on by Smithies.
It's good spirits from England. Now they win themselves a penalty. They need to score in the next minute or so if they're to give us a grandstand finish.
You're not challenging because this stoppage is for slow. Back you go. Go. Not when it's a speed one. You can't challenge off stoppage of that, mate.
So Smith's kick finds the line. To be any chance they've got to score in this set.
A fantastic 52.
If we didn't have the yellow card there on the screen, you wouldn't even know Australia were down to 12. Haven't missed a beat.
They just announced the crowd, over 52,000 people. That's a great result for the English game.
Smith for Farnworth. He's given his all once again, Herbie.
Back here. Go 3. Tom, 3.
Smithies. George Williams. Then Brimson. Away to Wardle. Good read by Nwang and Itawasi.
Hold. Wait. Go 4.
Williams again. Flat pass. Knowles has tackled. Great shot. Crichton. He's been brilliant for the Aussies. Can they manufacture something here? Ball goes over the top to Farnworth and they'll tackle him into the River Mersey.
Well, he turned around then and said, where's my winger?
Marcus here, square for
Dom
me,
Young,
guys.
he's actually been removed from the field. He's picked up an injury. He's on that far side.
Dom Young on in his place, number 12, Kai Pearce-Paul.
Morgan Knowles, square, please.
Here he is there, hobbling.
Let's go now.
Well, you can't question their effort, England.
Hold.
I mean, they've been quite emotional. They've been
Wait in. Harry, go.
very spirited about their work. They've been physical. And they've kept putting in every minute of the game, but they've just
Wait. Hold. Go.
they're just lacking the finesse and the strategy to trouble this Australian defence.
Good offload. Harry Grant now.
Get up now.
I suppose with the greatest of respect as well, if you were to look at the two team line-up side by side, there is a clear gulf in class between both of these outfits, which has been exposed by the fact England so far have scored just 1 try in 2 matches.
Hold. Release, Matty. Hold. Go forward. Mikey Lewis, come on.
Nathan Cleary, Tom Dearden, and now Gemmet Shibasaki.
5.
Continuing this incredible story.
Wait, go.
A grand final winner, an Origin winner. He's about to win an Ashes series as a Kangaroo. Here's Harry Grant. Dinks in behind. Well handled by the halfback, Harry Smith.
Australia, number 1, Reece Walsh.
So the Aussies didn't concede a point with Walsh off the field.
Tino, move. Hold.
And the gun number 1 strides back out there
2.
for the final 4 minutes of the game.
Stand. Square. Hold.
Cameron Munster, man of the match. The ultimate big game performer, isn't he?
Hold, wait, hold, go forward. Pass this here, forward.
McMeekin's knocked it on.
Clock on, England.
So
Clock on. In the middle, mate.
I suppose
Clock's on.
it'll be pretty obvious that this England outfit will be disappointed again with the outcome. As we say, they've been most spirited, but in reality, the Australian defence has just been far too good.
Well, it's an improvement. They're better than what they were in the first Test match, but still they're a long way off the Kangaroos again. The Kangaroos a little bit scrappy, much like they were in that opening game down in Wembley.
Well, the thing is, we've got to play them more often. We've got to play them every couple of years. Every 2 years we need to play them. They need to come to Australia. Australia needs to come to England more regularly. Needs to be part of an international calendar. That's the only way England's going to get better. It's no good going through and beating all the other nations and kidding yourself that you've got an international team. You come up against Australia and you just get outclassed. Got to play more often.
Here's Walsh off a lovely pass by Harry Grant, but the ball's been jolted out.
And that's the first little trick play we've seen all game. A little bit of deception around the play of the ball by Harry Grant. Some changes of angles. They tried to get their main man, Reece Walsh. Well, he made a half break. Did he try to kick that ball? It looked like he tried to kick it.
He was going to.
15 seconds, let's go, Harry.
Sometimes the feet are going quicker than the brain. Rishi boy.
Heads down, please, 7. Head in. Okay, shot clock off.
So it's
Head in.
incredible to think that Australia has held the Rugby League Ashes since 1973. Admittedly,
Harry, no more.
this series
10, hold.
marks the end of a
Go.
22-year hiatus in Ashes competitions
Time
between the
release.
countries, but
Square, Lindsay. Wait here.
just
Hold,
an
go,
incredible
Jim.
run of dominance.
Outside.
Yeah, we've got to play more often. That's my take out of the Test series so far.
Hold.
The more
Release,
England can
engage.
play against
Back
us,
out.
the better they'll get.
Go, 3.
And the crowds demonstrate that there's a real appetite for international rugby league in the UK in particular. We had a big crowd last week at
Continue
Wembley and
off.
over
Hold.
50,000 here for this
Wait.
clash.
Go 4.
Absolutely.
4.
And if reports are right, Australia is going to invest in the UK Super League. If the NRL is going to take a share of the UK Super League, which it should do,
Out, 5.
been
Let
saying
go,
that for
back
10
out.
years,
Hold. Go. Nothing later.
then we can
kicker.
help.
The skipper Williams kicks over the top. Reece Walsh is ever present, picks it up and decides to kick and chase himself just to dazzle the Liverpool fans right at the death. He can't get the ball back, but he puts a shot on Johnston.
Reece. He's 10 square. Hold. Hold.
Never needs any encouragement to entertain this incredible Australian fullback. The third and final test, Australia going for a clean sweep at the same time slot next week. Hope you can join us for that, which is already sold out, so we'll see another
He's 10. Hold.
fantastic
Wait.
atmosphere.
Go 3.
Game from Leeds.
Stand up now.
Yeah, but at this point, it's job done.
Hold. Wait.
Kevin Walters and his staff and his players have gone there to retain the Ashes. They've done that.
Knowles with the final run of the game. And Australia have retained the Ashes and have a chance at a clean sweep next week. A result that was probably never in doubt. They are a classy outfit and they've proven far too strong for the hosts, England.